Today we're going to talk about some of the amazing reasons to move to Tooele County.
So one of the biggest reasons that people move to Tooele County is because of affordability, but there's so much more to Tooele County than that. There's so many different types of recreational activities that you can do here that it's drawing a lot of people to our area. So whether you like hiking, biking, camping, any of that, even hunting, Tooele County is the place to be. So we're going to share with you some of those things that help to make Tooele County so special.
So the first thing is the mountain and hiking trails here in Tooele County. We have all different kinds of trails for hiking, biking, all of those type of activities, and they go from all different skill levels from those that are just starting out to some of the more advanced. We have Deseret Peak, you have the Ochre Mountains, the Onakis, the Sheep Rocks, lots of mountains, lots of open space, lots of federal lands, and places for people to go hike and see rivers and streams and mountain peaks. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a lot less crowded than the trails are in the Salt Lake Valley.
Well, and if you want to talk about specific trails, there's the Stansbury Front Trail, which goes all across the Stansburys, and I think it's about 22 to 23 miles long. There's the Deseret Peak Trail, and if you head up to the Deseret Peak, then there's also other trails that go off of that. So those are some of the specific trails that are pretty popular, that people come from all over the place to do those specific trails. Number 2 is ATV and off-road. People come from all over to do the ATV trails around here. We have hundreds of miles of ATV trails throughout the mountains, and most people can even just go from their driveway straight up into the mountains. There's very few places in Tooele County that you couldn't just do that because the mountains are surrounding us. So there's a lot of opportunity to just get out there, to be out with your friends and family and ride the trails.
Tooele County is surrounded by lots and lots of federal land that's open to the general public, from the Simpson Spring areas out to Dell. A lot of the mountain forest areas are open to ATVs, foot traffic, mountain biking. All of that is available right within the valley, right, like Tammy said, right from your front door.
Tooele County has a trail system that they have created. There's trail maps online. Every trail that starts, they have a parking lot where you can park in the parking lot and just head out on the trail, whether you're hiking or biking, whatever you want to do. There's always a trail, and there's usually a marker that explains about the trail and things that you'll see there. So it's pretty easy.
Yeah, and a lot of those trails are interconnected. Some of them, to get to the different particular parts of the trail, you use surface streets. And those are good for biking and hiking and just getting across the valley. We see lots of folks out there walking their dogs, so it's pretty cool. Number 3, there's tons of camping close to home. As we previously mentioned, there's hundreds of thousands of acres of federal lands around here, which provides an immense opportunity for boondocking and remote style camping, whether it be in your trailer or your tents. There's only a couple of campgrounds that I'm aware of, maybe one that's got full hookups up Settlement Canyon, but by and far most of them are just going to be boondocking. So what are the benefits of being local? It's quick turnarounds, it's quick weekends, you're close to home, makes it a little bit more cost effective to get the kids out and the dogs out and go play in the mountains. One thing that I absolutely love about camping in Tooele County is the nighttime skies. It's dark and you can see the stars, and it is absolutely amazing. I love that.
Yeah, because we don't have all of the light pollution that you have in Salt Lake City, so it's a lot better to be able to see the stars out here.
Yeah, getting out in those mountains is absolutely amazing.
Number 4 would be fishing and water recreation. So there's only a couple of places in Tooele County that you can take kayaks and paddleboards. You can do that at Stansbury Lake. You can also do it, I guess you could also do it at Vernon and Grantsville. We did take the paddleboards one time at Grantsville, and there was a lot of seagulls, and so that kind of was a little bit creepy. But it is a place you can do a kayak and paddleboards. The best place, though, I think for most people, is Stansbury. And then there's fishing at Grantsville, at Settlement Canyon, at Vernon, and then also at Stansbury Lake. But you do have to release there. They don't allow you to fish and take them with you.
Yeah. There's also fishing at Fish Springs as well, out of the point of the mountain, which is BLM and state property. It's pretty good fishing out there as well.
I didn't think that was an actual spring. I thought it was just a name.
No, it's an actual spring. You
it's a pond?
Yeah, there's water there. It's pretty cool.
I didn't even know that.
You can actually go out to the Blue Lakes if you're out by Wendover and fish there as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
there's fishing there even though it's warmer.
Yeah, it's warmer water, but they got fish.
Oh, I didn't know that. So anyway, there's some places that you can fish, and I mean, you can even swim in if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And a lot of people swim at the Stansbury Lake, and then I mean, our kids have played in the mud a lot in the Vernon Reservoir, so you can still do that if you want to. Number 5 is parks and outdoor activities. So every community in Tooele County has some type of a park, and Tooele specifically has several parks throughout the city, as well as Stansbury and Grantsville, and they do different activities through the summer. Grantsville has a splash pad. Deseret Peak has BMX trails. They have a huge baseball diamond.
Yeah, softball,
there's
baseball
a
complex.
lot of that. There's pickleball courts over at Elton Park. There's pickleball courts. I don't know if there's anywhere else. One of the biggest attractions that Tooele City puts on is the Friday Nights on Vine. It's at the park by the Pratt Aquatic Center, so one of the main parks in town. It's one of the oldest parks, and they'll have a local band, and sometimes it's not even a local band. It's, you know, they bring them from other areas, and they come and they perform on Friday nights, and then families will just, that'll be kind of their Friday night tradition where they meet together, bring their chairs. There's also food trucks. There's other parks that have food trucks come at different times of the week, you know, throughout the summer. So there's always, seems to be always something to be, there seems to always be something happening at the parks. Sorry, I stumbled.
Yeah, around the county. And then Deseret Peak, which is a county facility, down there they have a BMX track, they have a motocross track, they have an amazing equestrian facility down there, and then they're getting ready to open their brand new aquatic center down there, which we're super excited about.
It's already open.
Is it open?
It opened a few weeks ago.
It's open. We should go. When
The
we're done with this
pool.
video, yeah, we'll go to the pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continuing with that, Deseret Peak is actually the number 6 thing on our list. Throughout the year, Deseret Peak Complex, they host rodeos, major softball and baseball tournaments. They have the new aquatic center. They
Derbies, they
yeah.
have, which is a big deal.
Yeah, the demolition derby is amazing down there. The county fair they host every year. So it is a really big multi-use complex, which is it's quite amazing. You can go down there on any weekend and pretty much see flag football or tackle football or soccer or baseball or something. So if you're interested in those fun family type sporting events, that's the place to catch it.
Number 7 would be room to spread out. So that's one of the reasons that people move to this area, because they want to have a bigger lot, they want to have bigger space. I know that's something that we like. We have, you know, enough space that we can have our side-by-side and our trailer and everything parked by our house. We don't have to put them in storage. And so that's a huge draw to here. Most of our lots are able to have a 3-car garage too. So you have, you know, that space to put your toys and your vehicles, you know, inside a garage. So that's one of our big draws. I think that
Yeah, I think generally speaking, just the lots in Tooele County are just generally speaking just larger. You know, quarters to thirds is pretty common. There's certain areas within the county where there's half acre, 1 acre, 5 acre lots. So just depending on where you're at and in your life and what are those amenities that you're looking for, Tooele County really has all those options available.
and then those a lot of those bigger lots have horse property on them, so it allows people to have horses and cows and goats and things like that. So that's kind of nice to be able to have your animals. And then also, because we have bigger lots, we have bigger backyards, so you have a lot more opportunity to have the bigger backyard for playing games, for having
Yeah, you got room for the
swing sets,
kids,
stuff like
the
that.
kids swing set and trampolines and stuff like that. Those bigger lots afford that. And one thing that we've always liked is having a garden. So if you got a bigger lot, you can have a little home garden, which I think is super cool. And I know in some other places in the metro areas of Salt Lake, you're limited on space. It's kind of hard to have a little vegetable garden or flower garden.
Yeah.
But we can do that out here.
Yeah, you don't have to be so close to your neighbor, so it's nice that, I always used to joke that it's nice that the neighbors don't have to hear me yelling at my children, so that's something too. You're far enough that you're not hearing everything that's going on in your neighbor's yard.
So number 8, and something that I think is pretty cool, is living out here, you have really easy access to the Bonneville Salt Flats. For those that don't know about the Bonneville Salt Flats, you can Google it, but one thing to know is they run the speedway out there every year, where they set the land speed records. It's super cool. It's a quick, easy drive. It's out there kind of by Wendover. So they've filmed a number of movies out there. A couple that come to mind is Independence Day, The World's Fastest Indian. Those are a couple I can think of real quick. But when they host those speed events, you can go out there. You can see some really cool cars. They do a lot of events, different events throughout the year out there. They'll host different stuff. I would say probably one of the most common uses of it is just family photography. A lot of people do their family pictures out there, which is super cool. The amazing sunsets out there in the summer. So I think that's probably one of the highest uses of it when they're not hosting events or doing Speed Week is family photos. It's a pretty neat location.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Number 9 is we really truly have 4 seasons here in Tooele County. So in the spring, you have all the spring sports and all the fun stuff that comes along with coming out of the winter. Summertime, you have all the stuff that we previously just talked about in this list. And then in the fall, one of the things that I love the most is the colors changing, getting up in the mountains and seeing all that kind of stuff. And then we're moving into the hunting season where a lot of those activities are happening. And then of course winter, you have the cross-country skiing and the mountains, the snowmobiling and tubing and snowshoeing.
The hiking trails are good for snowshoeing.
So all those same trails that Tammy discussed earlier, also we can snowshoe and cross-country ski on those. So pretty amazing. Then you have, I think I said maybe the snowmobiling and winter type stuff up in the mountains. So we got 4 seasons, which is kind of unusual anymore. But part of the reason why we love living here so much is we do end up with 4 seasons and fun things to do throughout the entire year. So the big question is Tooele County for outdoor lovers? And I think the answer is, based on the list we just provided, yeah, it's definitely for outdoor lovers. If you like the outdoor activities, the open spaces, the bigger lots, the availability of having animals, the backgrounds, the parks, the 4 seasons, all of those things, Tooele County is definitely for you. I would say that if you like the urban lifestyle, we're probably not for you. I always like to say that Tooele County has that small town feel, but yet we still have all of kind of the modern conveniences of the grocery stores and things that, some of those things that people really feel like they need close to them. We have that here, but yet all the benefits of being an outdoor community.
So if outdoor living is important to you, Tooele County really is one of Utah's hidden gems. You get beautiful scenery, countless outdoor activities, and more affordable housing than a lot of other places in the state of Utah. If you're thinking of moving out to this area, our information is below, and we would love to help you find the perfect fit for you and your lifestyle. And we appreciate you coming and watching our video, and we'll see you in the next one.